If you had already set goals like I want to lose weight, go and change that and say the exact amount of kilograms that you want to lose and by what date you want to lose those kilograms. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carol, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys a practice that I do religiously, that is setting some goals. Now I do know that a lot of people do take time out during the beginning of the year to just plan for that year, hence the timing of this video, and I'm just going to be sharing with you guys how I do it, and hopefully some of you will find it helpful. Now I do know that with the way that 2020 went, setting goals might not be a priority for a lot of people, but I do feel that, and I honestly believe that instead of focusing on what we cannot control, we can always focus on that which we can. That's why I have set goals for the year 2021, even though there's a possibility that this could be 2020 on steroids and all of that. I do believe that you can always find one or two good things that you can focus on. So in case you are wondering why it is important to set goals, for me personally, my goals are the pathway that I take to achieving my dreams. They keep me focused and they inspire me to live with intention. Hence, for me, it's a very important practice. It just kind of helped me to transition from being a girl that was always like, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then at the end of the day, I was literally doing nothing to achieve those things. So goal setting has been quite essential in my growth as a person, and I actually noticed that the more I actually started to work, the less I spoke about what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. It's actually quite funny. And then when I wasn't doing anything, I was always talking about, oh, this is gonna happen, this and that. So yeah, I honestly do challenge you that if you've never set goals for your life, for anything in your life, please do try it out and you will see the changes that it will bring in your life. The first step that I take in setting goals is to ask myself, what is it that I want in life? What is my vision? What is my aspirations? And what do I hope to achieve in this life? And I want to just say that this is a very personal step. So you need to make sure that whatever it is that you want, it is not influenced by what you see on social media. It's not influenced by what society says you should have. It's not influenced by even at some extent what your relatives or parents say you must have. This is a very personal thing. You ask yourself, it's all about you. What is it that I want? Because I have noticed that myself included, sometimes we think that we want certain things in life, but then we really don't want them. We just want them because we have become overexposed to what other people are doing. We've become overexposed to other people's lives because of social media and all that. So we think we want certain things, but then when you actually sit with yourself, ask yourself what it is that you want, when you block out all the external factors, you realize, I really don't think I want that. I just wanted it because it seemed to be trending, you know, on the gram, or it seemed to be the in thing, but then in reality, you don't really want that. So I think that this what phase is really personal. Just make sure that whatever goals you're setting for yourself, they are really what you want, and you're not setting goals based off what other people are doing in their lives, because social media is a pandemic and on its own, you guys. So the next stage is to ask yourself why you want the things that you want. And in a way, this kind of addresses the issue that I raised about where we think we want certain things because maybe we've been groomed to think that we want them, or we've been groomed to think that we should have them. And then when in reality, we don't want them. So this why kind of establishes whether you really want certain things or you don't. I also personally find that knowing why I'm doing certain things always influences how much work I'm going to put into certain projects. And I always find that you know, when you're doing something new, or even if it's something old, whenever you're doing something, sometimes you're going to face obstacles, sometimes you're going to face difficulties. And when you really don't know why you're doing those things, it's easy for you to just leave it and give up. But when you know why, and when your why is strong, you will not give up. That's why it is important to know why you're doing certain things. And then there's also the issue of, I don't know about you, but I always do not wake up motivated. That's the honest truth. Sometimes I just want to be lazy. Sometimes I don't don't want to do anything. But then when you know why you want certain things, it's going to give you the discipline to do what you need to have to do, even though you don't want to do it. So it's always important to know why you're doing certain things. Now, I will also say that some goals you don't have to have a why. Sometimes you just want things because we want them, and that's perfectly okay. But then for other things, your why is what is going to drive you, and it's important to have a strong why in certain things. So now you know what you want and you know why you want. We are now getting into the stage where you actually set the goal, and I'm going to say I do not care how much technology is going to take over this world. I personally like to write my goals in pen and paper. Like, that's something that I've always done. My handwriting, my pen and my paper, and it has worked for me. My brother was quite generous, y'all. He got me this cute little notebook. Oh, he actually got me two and this one. And yeah, so I've been having fun writing down my goals. I'm joking. But yeah, so I'm just gonna share with you guys one goal that I have. I do have about 14. Please don't zoom in and find out what I'm on about. But yeah, I do have about 14, and I'll break down one just so that you see how I set my goals, so that they motivate me, so that I get up and work and not just be a slob. When I was in business school, I was taught about the SMART framework, and that's what I've been using to set my goals ever since. I mean, it is as relevant in your personal life as it is in business. So setting SMART goals really just means that when you set a goal, you need to make sure that it's specific, you need to make sure that it's measurable, you need to make sure that it's achievable, and you need to make sure that it's relevant. And lastly, you also need to make sure that it's timely. And I find that most of the times when we don't achieve our goals, mostly it's because we have set vague goals. Like, they are not clear as to like what is it exactly that you want to achieve. They're just vague, and when something is vague, to be honest, you're going to also get vague results. So you need to make sure that whatever goals that you set are specific. You guys do know that I'm a content creator, right? I mean, hello, I'm here. So obviously I need to set goals in that aspect of my life. And instead of setting a goal like to increase my social media following, I would then set a goal that says I want to have 1,500 YouTube subscribers by 31 December 2021. My goal is specific in that it states the exact platform that I want to grow, that is YouTube, because as a content creator, I could create content for Instagram, I could create content for Facebook, but with this particular goal, I'm specific about the platform that I want to focus on in 2021, and that's YouTube. And it's also measurable in that I should be able to tell by the end of 2021 if I made progress from where I started and where I will be by the end of the year. That is, I'm currently at 200 subscribers. I can easily tell if I have achieved my goal or if I'm working towards it, because I can measure by just looking at my sub count. So that's being measurable. It's attainable in the sense that I don't think 1,500 too big a number. If work and effort is put in, I think that's quite achievable. And whilst we are there, I would also want to say that in as much as you should set goals that are achievable, ensure that the goals that you set also stretch you. That is, they're not too easy, because I could have set a goal like maybe to have 300 subscribers by December 2021, which is quite achievable, but then at the end of the day, does it stretch me? Does it help me really grow? It doesn't. So make sure that the goals that you set, in as much as they are attainable and realistic, they also stretch you to do more and work more and put in more work towards your dream and your vision. Relevance, it really just has to do with, does your goal feed into who you're trying to be? Does it feed into a bigger vision and objective? And does it align with your core values? It has to be relevant to you as a person. For example, I have no plans of being a bodybuilder. I have no intentions of doing that. So I can't be setting goals about that because it's irrelevant to me. So that's just what relevance means. And also the time aspect is very important, because I find that it helps you sit down and just think, okay, fine, what is it that I have to do to achieve this goal? Because now you have a deadline. You're not working, just randomly you have a deadline, and that just motivates you to do more, to put in more work, and to just, you know, perfect your craft more. The next step is very important in setting goals and achieving them. That is figuring out how you are going to achieve that goal. What steps do you have to take? And you take those steps, because I think many people, we just set our goals and then leave it at that. We don't take action, we don't do anything. You could have saved your time, effort, paper and ink without even setting goals if you have no intentions of, you know, actually acting upon them. So you need to figure out what it is that you need to do and how you're going to do it. That's all I have to share with regards to setting goals and planning for the new year. I do hope that this video was helpful, and if you had already set goals like I want to lose weight, go and change that and say the exact amount of kilograms that you want to lose and by what date you want to lose those kilograms. And yeah, and oh, I would also just want to mention that I made 2 videos with regards to planning for the new year. The other one is on how I make my vision boards, digital vision boards. So I will link that in the description box and you can go have a look if you're interested. And yeah, that's it from me for now. So bye.